So guys, we're back down magnet fishing again, and we were Tracy and Andy today, all the way down there. We're back at the spot where we found the grenade last week, and this is the destruction that it caused. I don't know if I can zoom down. That's all the sandbags, all piled up still. I don't know why they haven't taken them away yet. Still more sandbags there, look. And there's a hole there, and we decided to have a bit of a run over it with the magnet, and we have actually found some fragments. Hold on a minute. I'll zip them in my pocket. Yeah. Take my glove off. You can see these little pieces. That's maybe a piece of the bottom. If you can see that. It's like a bottom edge here, and some fragmentation things there. That's quite cool. There's Dad and there's Andy. Tracy is there. So yeah, let's see what we can get.
Just got this piece of metal. I don't know what it is. Not a clue. Some sort of bolts through the middle of it. I don't think it's anything very special. But that's the first big thing of the day today. Another shopping trolley.
So we got fishing lure, fishing weight, and a trace. Do not put fines in that bucket.
This is a really old padlock, look. Just give this a clean off, tap it on the wall.
Got a bit of stuff on this chuck. Try not to fall over my rope. Bars galore. Got this bar and that bar. I don't quite know what that one is. Yeah.
There's the padlock. We're just giving it a bit of a clean up on the wall. It's got an old style one.
Got myself a potential ammo box. It's been cut into, like, but look at the size of that. Yeah, I think it's a coin box with the coin still stuck in the edge. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not, but the irony.
I just found this. It looks like a fork. It's at that end anyway. But then this end is square, so I'm sure what that is.
Got some things like a window catch. It's got like a thing on it, Dad. Look. Look, it's got like a handle. Look.
Yeah.
Very fancy. Square nail, another square nail, bottle cap. Got one of them old irons. You can see that. Minus the handle. Quite nice.
We stayed around until fairly late because we didn't really want to. Oh man, that's an old wooden one. Look at that. Oh, that's a brilliant farm. Oh no, it isn't. Look at that. Sense pin lock. Look at that. Oh, sense pin lock. That's nice.
Still got the line on it.
Yeah. That's a beauty. Look at that. George has just found this. This is an old centre pin reel. Look at that. That's a real old one. Still got some line on there. That's nice, mate, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's beyond restoring to work again, but
just put it down there for now.
For a curiosity piece, that's quite interesting.
I've got a bizarre pair of pliers here, so you can see that. Got that bizarre end. Maybe have a clean up on that.
think I found one of these before. It's like looks like an axle, but it's got these like spring bits around here. I don't know what these are. There's two of these, one on either end. I don't know what it is. That's better now, the sun's shining. George has just found this. It looks like the barrel off a gun. You can see that. I think there's still a sight on the end of there. Yeah, I don't know. Not really sure. That's what it looks like. Very corroded, it's all fell to pieces nearly. Yeah, it looks like it's about 410 in calibre. Found another one of these old scooters. It's a really old one. Not a lot left of it. It's been laid at the bottom of the river for a long time. Go on the scrap heap with the rest of the things we've found. This is everything else we've found today so far. Scrap piles mounting up.
I've got the unicycle.
It is a unicycle.
Yeah, probably is. Last week we thought we found one of those unicycles. I think I've just found the wheel off it. See that is off a kiddie's pedal bike, but it's an old spoke one with an old rubber type wheel. Definitely getting on a bit. Just found this. I don't know what this is. Yeah, this is quite interesting. This is a really old chain. Don't know whether this is off a bridle of a horse or what, but it's got these twisted. It's twisted up into loops. We can see that. Appreciate any information on that. I'm not an expert on horses really, but that's possibly what it is. It looks old, that does. It's not a modern thing. Yeah. I've just found what I think is a steering wheel off an old dumper or a tractor. Look at the size of this. It's nearly as tall as me, the connecting rod. And this is on the end. I haven't a clue what it's off. There's nothing in the centre there. I thought there might have been a maker's mark in there on there, but absolutely nothing. Yeah, not sure what it is. Unless it's some sort of it's a wheel for turning a valve off. Maybe something to do with the waterways. We've got Tracy and Andy behind us fishing with us today again. They're just down behind me. And Tracy's just pulled this out, which I think is amazing. It looks to me like a horn off either an old car or possibly off a boat if it's in the river. Well, you can see that. She's kindly given it to me. I'll perhaps sometime restore this. I keep saying I'm going to restore things, but I seem to have very little time to do these restorations. But one day, when I get 5 minutes, and I don't know when that'll be, I'm going to have a go at tackling some of these and restoring them. But that's great. We'll take that home and have a look. I've just found this. Look, it's somebody's calculator. I suppose it'll work. A bit waterlogged. I found a little purse and there's something in it.
No tamten drugi numer co mam, nie?
Just wondered what it is now. Just gonna unwrap it.
No, gdzie pomyśleć kurwa na takim telefonem, co by się kurwa dało kartę.
Take my gloves off. This is like a little leather purse.
No,
No clue what's in there.
karty. No. To za wczesna epoka.
Can you see what it is?
No jest na deską właśnie goście kurwa...
Ah, dog tags. Are they dog tags?
Kurwa, wyciągnęli tu znowu kurwa ze 100 kilo kurwa złomu. Różne wynalazki.
Two love hearts.
Ten gościu właśnie kurwa co wyciągnął tego granatę.
No, dog tag.
Kurwa, chciał mi pokazać zdjęcie, no mu baterię dodał.
Wow.
Jak to wyglądało.
Oh, this is
Teraz
nice.
to kurwa nagrywają, wstawię kurwa telefon włączony na wstęp.
Just cleaning this up.
No.
This says
Pracuję przed telefonem, tutaj to bezpośrednio jest skierowane.
Bentley, Hampshire.
Telefon wyciągnął złomu, kółek, kurwa.
There's the Bentley badge. And two
No, dziecko, kurwa, takie.
hearts.
Może wyciągnął większą.
Don't think they're anything very special.
Magnesy to mają takie w miarę.
Look at that.
Przyczepił do barierki, którego nie oderwie. No fajna zabawa.
Try and get this in the light.
Dobra, to jeszcze jedna rzecz. Dobra, piwko jest wali sobie. Dobra, Darku.
That was in there, in that purse.
Soldiers? What is this?
Is it a
Silver.
dog? Is that a dog tag or what is it? I don't know.
Oh, you know somebody taking.
That's the Bentley sign, isn't it? That's a Bentley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's address blue soldiers,
Yeah.
maybe.
Could easily be. That's leather, look. Oh, there's something else in there actually. Oh, there's actually something else in the purse. I think.
You know, you take from this river people.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's something else. Yeah. Oh, there's a little locket. Look at that. Wow. George, look at this. It says, "I love you. I love me too."
Is that a silver? Is that what it is?
It's in this little bag.
Huh?
I love you.
This is silver.
Yeah. It looks silver, that does.
Probably is. Is there anything else in the bag?
Yeah, Bentley dog tag.
What the? Hold on, Dad. Is it silver? That's the magnetic
Yeah,
bit.
That's
Is
a
the-
magnetic silver.
Not silver.
What's the other
Anything
bit?
else in the bag? There's something else in there.
What about the magnetic silver?
Hang on. There's more.
What about the I love you thing? They're not magnetic.
Ah, there's another one.
Yeah?
We have a silver. There's more silver. What's this? This looks like an earring.
Yeah, Dad, that wasn't magnetic.
It's a silver earring.
That is silver.
Yeah. Treasure.
What's...
Is there anything else in the
Is
bag?
it magnetic? Is that stuff magnetic? Because if it isn't, it will be silver. Dad,
What else is in the bag?
Silver is not magnetic.
not magnetic.
No. No. Silver, look.
Look,
No, silver.
Yeah, that's silver.
look, show the camera. Look,
This isn't magnetic. It's silver. We'll put them back in the bag.
Bentley, isn't Bentley a car?
Yeah. Full of surprises. That could be a...
Next bomb.
No, it's not what I think it is. wood, isn't it?
It's wood. Maybe detonation bomb.
Do you think it could be?
Yeah, because must be spring and
What, a stick grenade?
must be spring there. Eagle and detonation must be there.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Don't know. I've just been talking to this Polish chap here, and he seems to think this could be some sort of munitions. This is a wooden.
For bomb.
Yeah, part of a wooden. What would you call it?
What do you like?
he's trying to interpret.
Start detonation.
Tonation bomb.
Yeah,
A tonation bomb.
maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I'll let you make up your mind
Must
on that one.
be from there, spring there.
You're saying
I
this
think
is
so.
this is spring loaded. So I don't know. It's a possibility.
Oh, passerby has found something. Really? Here.
They've just found this. Look, it's like a hanging hook. Looks old, that does. Quite a nicely finished hook on there. If you're into your metal work. Should be taking that back. This looks quite interesting. This looks like a spear point or something. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it looks like. Yeah. This one might not seem very interesting, but it's actually a really early handmade nail. You can see that you see the square section of that. It could well be medieval in date. There's no telling really with these. It could be anywhere from medieval to probably the 18th century. That's a really early nail. This one's a big one. It looks like it's part of an old bed frame. Victorian bed frame. About 6 foot long. A couple of things of interest. This is an old chain hook, blacksmith forged. Just pulled out this. This looks like an old snow sledge.
To museum.
It's been in there a long time. Look at that. Only half a sledge, but I think that's what that is. These are the runners. No good now. We don't get any snow now. That's why they've thrown it in the river. I can't really believe my luck, because I've just found yet another one of these little tiny horseshoes that we found on a previous video. Now Tracy's found one of these today, a little bit bigger than this, but this one looks identical, or very much the same size as the one we found on the last video. That's tiny again. It's the same size again. I'll put that up against my nose again. I don't know why these are ending up in the rivers. That's another small one.
So I've been digging in the hole where the crater is, and I found all this shrapnel. I don't know if you can see that, but there is quite a bit of shrapnel in there. There, look. You see all the shrapnel?
Good lord, yeah.
Feel the weight of it though.
Yeah.
That's most of it.
Yeah.
I found a really nice piece
This
as
is
well.
all of what remains of George's hand grenade. It's gone into millions of pieces. It's quite interesting
I've got
to
a
see.
really nice piece as well. I like this. I'm going to frame that.
Yeah, it's quite interesting to see.
Can you see this, guys? That's really nice.
I don't know whether you can see all this.
Don't break the bag.
This is full of tiny, tiny fragments of steel. You can imagine when one of these actually explodes.
And And that's gone in about 6 inches into the ground.
the damage one of these would do to you. There's millions of tiny little pieces of steel, fragments of steel. It's just shattered into millions of pieces. He's got quite a big piece here. I don't know if you can see that.
It's got like the
He's been fishing around with this magnet in the hole where they've exploded this. And that's what he's found. That's interesting. That's really interesting.
I'm gonna go do a little bit more, and
Just
then
to
I'll
see
come
how
and do some
dangerous
fishing.
one of these would be if it ever went off.
Thank you.
Hold on. Like I've just found somebody's frying pan. You can see better days. And this. It's a big heavy piece of scrap. This looks quite interesting. It's obviously some ferrous metal because it's stuck to the magnet, but this looks like it's maybe a brass ring around here. Could be related to boating. Some sort of runner for maybe a rope going through here. Not sure what it is really, but it does look quite an interesting artefact. This is quite an interesting one. It's an old screwdriver. Originally had a wooden handle. Like 2 halves of this handle were wood. The remains of the wood were left on it. I've just tapped it on the side and it's all fell to pieces, but yeah, it's quite a good screwdriver actually. I think that one will clean up. Try and restore that one.
Got another wheel. About the 100,000th wheel today.
This one looks interesting. This is a really old key. On the back side we've got what looks like an old medieval handmade nail, but on this side is a really old key. That is a beauty. Now I'm just going to go and give this a bit of a tap off and I'll show you in a minute what this looks like. But this looks, you know, quite a considerable age, this one. I've just tapped the rust off this little key and it's cleaned up really well. Not quite sure what age that is. I would say it's probably 18th century, maybe 19th century. But yeah, that's a nice one. This one is an old rivet. You used to rivet the bridges and things together. This would have been put into a hole and then this end would have been riveted over with a riveting tool. Yeah, that's an old one. Quite interesting really. In the days when things were riveted together. Well, they still are today, but lots of these iron structures were constructed with rivets. Got another screwdriver and whatever that is on the back. Not sure what this is. It's nearly dark now. It's getting late in the day and I've just pulled this out. This is quite a nice spanner. Just crank to it. That one will clean up well. Hey buddy, how you doing?
Oh, that's a man. You've had a good day's fishing then?
Something like that. Are you a scrap man?
I am, yeah.
Oh, pleased mate.
No,
mate.
me too.
Yeah.
Thank you ever so much for your business over there.
No
Over the
problem.
roads.
Yeah, I'll get your hand in with it, mate.
Well, I don't think I'll go. Not going to get it in at the minute. But if we don't get it all in tonight,
Yeah.
I've only got the little one tonight.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
It'll be gone first thing in the morning.
Brilliant.
If I can't get it in tonight.
Yeah,
If I get it in tonight, it'll be gone.
Yeah, there's a few other bits in there, like, I mean, there's that Eve as well, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, so,
All right, lovely.
yeah. Another wheel.
That's the 28th wheel, I think.
We found a lot of these today.
Dad's fishing still. It's getting dark. Tracy's over here, she's still fishing.
Hiya.
Technical difficulties. So found this a minute ago. It's got a handle here, and I believe this is a big cleaver, like a hatchet. Very big, very nasty, probably a murder weapon in like medieval times. It's quite big, as you can see. Very, very big. I'm taking it home with us.
Right, I think I'm making this the last find of the day, and it's a nice find actually. It's a lovely chisel. This was all coated in rust. I couldn't even tell what it was, and I've knocked it all off, and it's as razor sharp as the day it was made. Look at that. Very good. Hope you've enjoyed the video today. We've found a lot of stuff. Again, one or two bits and pieces of interest. We'll take some of these tools and things home. It's been a great day. We've been out with Tracy and Andy. They've had a good day today. Tracy's found some good things. One of the nicest things she found today was a Hudson Soaps enamel sign, which was a really great find. I'll let you look at that on her channel. So like and subscribe to Tracy. That's Tracy's Treasures. If you look at the channel, you'll see that on her channel.
Right then, are we okay home?
It's now completely dark and he's still at it. Come on, time to go.
Okay, so